Alright guys, time for the go home show for Slamboree. Time for another Nitro, so let's go ahead and see what happens. So first off, we've got our weekly random singles match for people who don't have much going on at the moment. So we've got Ernest Miller taking on Chavo Guerrero, with Chavo Guerrero picking up the win via submission in 9:31, 56C minus. See, things like Chavo isn't actually bad. I just don't have anything to do for him because he's not really much for like the US title scene. He's not really ready for the cruiserweights again. Eddie's not around, so yeah. I tried the Mike Sanders thing, but I don't really have time for them to get over, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out some things to do with these guys, with Chavo eventually. But yeah, 56E minus. Then we got our three-way tag match on the pre-show. So three Silver City Rollers defeat the Mamalukes in 3 counts in 15:24. So yeah, just a match to put Silver City Rollers over since they haven't been doing much on the show, despite the fact they've got a 6-man this cycle. But yeah, so yeah, Cash actually got a 73 because he gets the bonus for being in a excellent chemistry tag team. But 59C, so nothing too bad. Anyway, so now on to the actual show. So we've got the Horsemen arriving in separate limos. So Flair, Jarrett, and Douglas arriving in one. Then Canyon and Joni arriving in the other. They sort of face off. They agree they're all still Horsemen. But, at the pay-per-view, it's going to be every man for himself. And it doesn't matter. Canyon's like, it's my time. Nobody's better than me, not even you, Nature Boy. And Nature Boy's like, you haven't beat the man yet, so don't get too cocky, boy. And, then they walk off. 86B plus, and there we go. Not really good. So then we've got our actual opening match. So RVD defeating Finley in 7:04 by pinfall with Frog Splash. RVD gets 75, Finley gets 64. So again, straightforward win for RVD. And then RVD points to himself, gets a 78B. There you go. Then we've got our squash match for the evening. So Gigantes pins Jay Lethal in 226 with a pile driver. Again, need to change that. Anyway, gets 29E. They didn't click, so I guess Jay Lethal didn't click in getting thrown around by the wall. Okay, sure. Anyway, Gigantes at 33. Yeah, puts him over. And then we have a 4-1 beatdown on the jobber, and that makes the Filthy Animals make the save. If you're a good viewer of Nitro, you might notice that Billy Kidman's trading a little behind them, but eventually, like, all the Filthy Animals, like Chase, Reno, Cash, Gigantes, and Helms away. They have a stare down. Now just put over the pay-per-view match, and there you go. 76B minus, not bad at all. Then we have Palumbo with Stacy backstage. He's going to take out Douglas at Slamboree, but it's going to start tonight as he teams with Luger against Jarrett and Douglas. Just a straight backstage promo putting over the main event tonight, 65C. And then we got Kaz defeating Jamie Noble in 4:44 by submission with the Kaz mission. Again, just straight up putting over Kaz, 59C. Nothing too bad. And then, Kaz keeps the hold on, and then Yang comes in and breaks the hold with like hitting a senton to make Kaz break the hold. Then they have a face-off, and then before Kaz walks away, 53C minus. Then after that, we've got basically a video promo. Funk's upset. He's going to end Dustin. He's going to end Dusty. Hell, he'll end Cody at Slamboree. 70C plus because Funk's a really good promo. Then we've got a match where Sean O'Hare defeats Rick Steiner in 7:25 with the Widowmaker, 70C plus. Just clean pin for O'Hare. And then Steiner's go to attack O'Hare. DDP and Savage make the save. Then as DDP and Scott Steiner continue to brawl away, Savage just like turns O'Hare out with a clothesline. Then he takes something, says, "That was a lesson, brother. You can't trust anybody in this business, even me." Oh yeah. 78B. Yeah, not too bad. In setting up the match, heats up the DDP Steiner feud, and there you go. Then we have Gene with Air Raid. They know they're the underdogs in the three-way, but that doesn't matter. They've been underdogs all their life in wrestling, but they're part of a new generation who's going to rise up. 52D plus. There you go. And then we've got Tajiri pitting Skipper in 5:31 with Brainbuster just to give Tajiri a win on free TV before the pay-per-view. 56C minus, nothing too terrible. Tajiri's got a 57, so he's actually doing pretty good. And then Tajiri celebrating gets a 62C, because there you go. Then three-way, which is a really good match. Lance Storm defeats AJ Styles and Mark Jindrak in 9:52, when Lance Storm defeats AJ Styles by submission with the Maple Leaf after blatantly cheating. So I can imagine you know, bonking Styles with a chair or hitting him with a title belt, something, and then just slapping on the Maple Leaf while Jindrak has been thrown outside and gets the win, 74B minus. Everybody's really good, especially Storm. And then afterwards, we've got Storm celebrating with Awesome and the other team's upset. Styles and Paris upset about Storm cheating. Jindrak AGX still upset over having to wrestle at all. 63C. There we go. And now we're to this. DDP and Steiner brawling in the parking lot. They're brawling. Mijaya gets involved. She distracts Paige, coming out. He's like, "What the hell are you doing out here?" And then Steiner comes from behind and just throws him into the back window of a car. 100 A-star. There you go. Awesome. This is actually probably our hardest feud, despite the fact I haven't really done much with it, Then we got in our main event, Jarrett and Douglas defeat Pummel and Luger at 8:41 when Jarrett defeats Luger by pinfall. Just Douglas and Palumbo end up brawling, and Jarrett gets the win. Jarrett gets an 81. So then we've got Jarrett is celebrating, he holds the U.S. title up, and then Rob Van Dam comes out. He's like, "Man, you got nothing going on for Slamboree. Was going to be Palumbo, but he's dealing with your buddy, no other number one contender, so what you say, bro? Why don't we, fight? I got nothing going." Then if you win, you can say you defeated RVD. And if I win, well, I'm the U.S. champion, buddy. And Jarrett's like, "Okay, slap nuts, I'll take you on. I'll take on extreme trash like you and prove that, he's the chosen one of WCW. 82B. Then we've got our 4-way contract signing. So this is our actual end segment. This goes for 12 minutes. Basically, Bischoff calls out everybody, and everybody gets upset at each other. Canyon, calls out Sting for being an old man, says, he's the leader of the Horsemen now. Flair's, an elder statesman, which gets Flair's upset. He calls Booker T a paper champion. Booker T gets upset at that. Booker T says he's the man in WCW, and Sting's like, "I'm still here. It's still showtime. Doesn't matter what you think. I'm still, the face of WCW. When people say WCW, they think Sting, which gets Flair upset at Sting for thinking that. Canyon's like, he's the future. Nobody's better than him. Everybody gets arguing, and Bischoff's just sort of chuckling and saying, well, folks, they might have been friends before, but it's Slamboree. It's going to be a wild 4-way, and only one man will survive as world champion. 99 A-star. Good way to sort of throw things into chaos as we head towards the pay-per-view. Then we got 86B+, so actually really good stuff. So yeah, that's the pay-per-view. We've got the 4-way for the world title, Jarrett and RVD for the U.S. title, the 3-way for the tag titles, Sean Hare versus Randy Savage, the 6-man tag involving 50 Animals, Helms, Reno, and Cash, DDP and Steiner, Jet and Terry for the Cruiserweight titles, and others, Palumbo Douglas, and I'm sure something else I'm forgetting. Oh, wow, okay, this is interesting. So ABC gets WWF SmackDown. Wow, just sort of like real life. WWF is finally back on network TV. Other stuff just looks like WWF getting like other slots. But let's just look at the Brawl. So 89A, Rock defeating the Triple H by DQ. Jerk and Scott Hall, Steve Richards and the Radicals defeating Alba Rhino and Test. So yeah, nothing. Okay, this is actually interesting. Hey, this is a match that was supposed to happen in real life, but didn't happen because Austin's like, why would I beat Brock? Well, this version of Austin doesn't care, and neither does Vince because he just beats Brock Lesnar. But that was a 91, Jesus Christ. There you go. That's an opening match. But anyway, next up, next up won't be the pay-per-view. Next up will be, because this is officially 1 year into the save as far as because I did the first 6 months on my own, then I started the YouTube series. So what we'll do is, basically before the pay-per-view, because after the pay-per-view, we'll move into June and things will, roll through. And we're going to go through basically every member of the roster, every member of the developmental roster, and basically go over and just, see how they're doing. Who's been good, who hasn't, who may be, going away, who might not, and everything else. But yeah. Oh yeah, and this was interesting. RVD RVD signs a WC contract, and all of a sudden he's muscular. I wonder what's happening. But anyway, Scott Norton is now obese, and then got released by New Japan, which is interesting. And yeah, New Japan had some other random releases of older guys. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. So next up will be that. Then it'll be the pay-per-view. So if you're enjoying things, give this video a like. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and give me a comment. And subscribe to things if you want to see the videos first. But that's all for now, so adios.